we're going to get into our little ground news screen here. We're going to take a look. And our first story today has to do with the CIA recruiting Chinese people. So on Thursday, the CIA released 2 Chinese language videos on social media aimed at recruiting Chinese officials to leak secrets. This effort builds on an October drive to recruit informants in China, Iran, and North Korea after successful Russian recruitment efforts. So we'll take a look at our bias distribution here. And you can see that for the most part, it's getting fairly equal reporting. 25% on the left, 29% on the right, with 46% in the center. Our factuality rating is high. 88% of the sources are higher. So good factuality there. I've got a news story pulled up from Routers because Routers. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm a Cretan heathen, so don't take that to heart. But anyway, I try to use them when I can because they're one of the ones that Trump kicked out of the White House. So we'll pop over here to the article from Reuters. And I got some feedback in one of my from a couple people actually who said that they like it when I'm reading the article for the first time on screen, so that I'm kind of like forming my opinion with the audience. I figured it'd be better if I was a little bit more prepared and I knew what I was talking about, but we'll go through it like this. So how about that? The CIA on Thursday rolled out 2 Chinese language videos aimed at enticing officials in China to leak secrets to the U.S. The latest public effort by the intelligence agency to ramp up human intelligence gathering on Washington's strategic rival. Are they our strategic rival, though? Aren't they kind of our ally? Like, don't we kind of buy all of our shit from them? It's like, it's a Cold War of manufacturing. I don't know. The move comes after the CIA in October launched a drive to recruit new informants in China, Iran, and North Korea by posting instructions online on how to securely contact the agency following what it said was a successful effort to enlist Russians. The CIA is confident that these videos are penetrating China's Great Firewall internet restrictions and reaching the intended audience. They must be using Red Note. If it weren't working, we wouldn't be making more videos, a CIA official told Reuters, adding that China was the agency's foremost intelligence priority and a truly generational competition between the US and China. We shouldn't be competing, man. We should be joining forces. Humanity is one race, okay? Like, we succeed or fail as a species, not as a country. I don't think enough people understand that. Sorry. I'm going to move this over here and hopefully still picks up okay. So, the 2 short videos posted to the CIA's social media account depicts fictional scenes in which a senior Chinese Communist Party official and more junior government workers with access to classified information become disillusioned with China's system and approach the CIA. Man, what about those that are disillusioned with the United States government? The videos appear to be aimed at tapping into possible discontent in the Chinese government and senior echelons of the CCP, as Beijing has purged top officials and military leaders, some considered close allies of President Xi Jinping himself. As I raise within the party, I watch those above myself being discarded like worn-out shoes, but now I realize that my fate was just as precocious as theirs, the narrator says in Mandarin Chinese in one of the videos, as the camera shows empty seats around a lavish dinner table. My family's fate cannot rest in their hands, the man says before the video depicts him contacting the CIA using a tablet computer. It ends with the CIA logo and a dark web contact details for the agency. Man, I think that the dark web is mostly used by the CIA. So, the CIA official said that the U.S. was not just interested in counterintelligence, but also seeking information on advancing science, military, and cyber technology, valuable economic data, and China's foreign policy secrets. It used to be that China had to recruit our best people, and now it seems that it's the other way around. Like, are we China 20, 30 years ago? No, because they were on their way up then, and we're China's embassy in Washington did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the videos, but it had previously accused the US of waging a systematic disinformation campaign against China and said that any attempts to drive a wedge between the Chinese people and the CCP would fail. U.S. intelligence agencies said in March that China remains a top military and cyber threat to the U.S., noting that China has the ability to hit the United States with conventional weapons, compromise U.S. infrastructure through cyber attacks, and targets its assets in space, and that Beijing seeks to displace the U.S. as a top AI power by 2030. CIA Director John Ratcliffe said no adversary has ever posed a more formidable challenge to the U.S. than the CCP. It is our intent on dominating the world economically, militarily, and technologically, he said in a statement. Our agency must continue responding to this threat with urgency, creativity, and grit, and these videos are just one of the ways we are doing this. So, hey, Cousin Matt here. Thanks for checking out that clip from Nightly News This Morning, a show I do live on this channel on Tuesdays and Fridays at 6:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you like the content, please drop the video a like. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. And I really do appreciate your comments. I'm really looking forward to having a discussion. I'd love to know what you think about it, and we will see you in the next one.